It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, and Tom Griswold. And now, here's Tom.
Bob and Tom.
Welcome back. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Very excited to be here. There's our engineer, Ace Cosby.
Hello, friends.
Now, Ace, we're in the presence of a great professional comedian. Of course, I'm talking about Jimmy Pardo, and he's going to be so surprised when he hears the upcoming Ace Cosby joke of the day.
Not necessarily jokes.
School him.
Observations.
School him. That's coming up. Jimmy Pardo on his way to the Comedy Attic. Let's see now. There's Chick McGee across the way. At the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk, it's Christy Lee. This is Tom speaking. Pat Godwin is over there. He's the guitar man. And we are joined by Josh Arnold on his way to, he's actually there, now that I think about it. He's in Cedar Rapids at Penguins Comedy Club coming up tonight and tomorrow. I also want to say while I'm at it, my friend Haywood Banks tomorrow night, a very special benefit in Holt, Michigan at Holt High School. So a big benefit for the school there. That's very cool. If you're up there, please check it out. And before we move on, Josh, I have a letter for you.
Okay.
Coming all the way from Canada. Says, thank you, Josh, for putting fried catfish into my husband's head. We live near the Canadian border, actually in upstate New York. And I've only been to Tennessee once to see our vegetarian daughter. My ability to fry is limited. My husband excitedly brought home frozen catfish. I pulled out my 1-quart Fry Daddy.
Yes.
Is that the tool you have, the Fry Daddy?
I had one, and it was amazing.
Okay, I mix a concoction of cornmeal and Creole seasoning and set it to frying. My husband said it was delicious.
Sounds delicious.
She says, by the way, thanks. I just started my New Year's diet for the 3rd time this year. What a nice letter. Thank you very much.
Yes, good.
Listening in upstate New York. Now, we did have upstate New York news earlier today.
Jamestown.
Jamestown, New York, the new name of the minor league baseball team.
Skunk Tarps.
The Skunk Tarps.
They were the Tarp Skunks.
Go Tarps. Tarp
Are
Skunks.
they the Tarp Skunks?
Yeah.
Tarps and Skunks are in the name.
Okay, very good. When we last left you, we were talking with a KISS fan, former member of the KISS Army.
Yeah. Still kind of in, just AWOL.
Just paren RET.
Yeah.
KISS Army retired.
Yeah, thank you.
I always text you a thank you on Veterans Day.
And I appreciate that.
All right.
Jimmy
You
Pardo.
serve this country. I want to be acknowledged.
Jimmy Pardo is our guest podcaster, comedian, and as I've said, in my top 10 of all-time live comedy show.
Thank you. I'll take it as a compliment.
Thank you, because I thought you'd be upset because
I heard your preamble before I got here.
top 3. So you're okay with top 10 then?
I'm okay with any number thing except when you talk about my height, then I want to kick you in the balls.
Well, you're gonna need a ladder. See?
Okay. Oh, is it already time to go?
As he explained, his schedule's always in flux.
It's always in flux. It's always fluid. You don't know when I got to come or go.
Okay.
I can get a text at any moment that I have to do anything else.
Now, Jimmy, Mr. McGee, I believe it was we discovered we would be interested in the music for the top 3 KISS songs of all time.
Oh, and you, okay.
These are mine now. These are Jimmy Pardo's favorite 3 favorite KISS songs.
Okay.
Right.
Coming in at number 3, King of the Nighttime World. King of the Nighttime World. That's off Destroyer.
Never heard of it.
It's it's great. It's in my top 3, Chick.
A rare misstep.
Dull production.
I'm sorry, I just heard a voice out of nowhere. Is that the young man from Cedar Rapids?
Yes, that would be Josh.
He's tired. He's sleepy from all the food from the buffet the other night. Number 2, gonna go with the classic Strutter. The classic Strutter.
Isn't that from the first album?
It's right off that first album. That's exactly right.
How did I know that?
That's great.
I'm not just a pretty
First
fan.
song on the first album.
Yeah.
No kidding.
She lets you walk the street beside her. And when she won't, she'll pass you by.
That's right. Strutter.
And then number 1, give me a little something, a little flourish. Number 1, and this will disappoint everybody in the room but one. That may not be the flourish I was looking for. That seems a little carnival-like.
How about this?
Drum roll?
Oh, we're going to go old-timey cartoon?
Yeah.
Wolf seeing a steak? Creatures of the Night. Creatures of the Night is my number 1.
Ace, your thoughts?
Very good. I was going to put Creatures in my top 5, maybe. But.
All right, say top 5. Now, these are my top 3. Now, these
What
are
are
mine.
Ace's
That's your number 1.
That's my number 1, yes.
That's good.
I love it.
Now, do you know what your son's favorite KISS songs are?
Boy, I don't know that, and I would call him now, but he's fast asleep and probably not interested.
Didn't you and your son attend to Kiss?
We have seen Kiss. He's seen them 3 times already. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
And as I've said on this very show, in fact, the very first time I ever said it was on this show. You don't know white trash till you bring a 5-year-old to a Kiss concert. That is, I might as well just be sitting at the trailer hitting my neighbors in the face with a beer can. It is. You think you're doing something cool, and you walk in, and even hillbillies are looking at you like, "Come on, brother, that's a child."
What the hell you doing?
You don't bring a child this kind of thing. What you do? This is for the adults. You don't bring a child in here. You let them listen at home to the 8-track. The live experience for the adult.
That's
It's the
great.
worst. I've never been more embarrassed. That's the truth. I've never been more embarrassed.
Now, are you going to see him one more time? Because this is the final tour.
March the 4th, I believe they are doing their.
With your son?
Yeah, I'll bring him.
Back at Staples.
That's at the Staples Center. That's right, Ace Cosby.
No,
Playing
Ace,
a lot of
Ace and I are going to have to find a place
Well,
to
they're playing
go.
like in Peoria, Lexington, Dayton.
Okay. We'll
Why don't you Staples? You two
Oh, I got that thing with my son.
you go to
with
a Kiss
Pardo.
concert with Pardo.
Yeah, I've already got that other tickets taken care of.
No, this is great.
all
We can
three
get
of you.
you seats.
No, I've already made it clear who else is
No,
going.
you'd like coming with me, Jimmy, because I'll buy good seats. You'll be able to see.
What is this? Let's show each other our penises and who's his bigger bit you're doing today. What is? I don't know what words I could use
That's
anymore.
his various breads and butters.
I don't-
You have no idea what you're dealing with.
That's right in the basket there.
That's right in his wheelhouse.
What?
Yeah.
You don't know where I sit. You know where I sit? I sit right in that bass drum.
That's right.
That's
well,
how
you're
close I
close.
am. That's damn right I'm that close.
You fit in the bass drum?
I get right inside there. Yep. I get right in there. My son's up in the snare. You sit right on
The
stage.
small boy, is he?
Yeah. Yes, he's 12. He's a little guy.
Have you ever, in the course of your life, put on full Kiss makeup?
What do you mean by no costume, but makeup? Yes, I've done the makeup.
have.
Sure.
You have.
Well, back in grade school, when during Love Gun and those phases.
I'm not being critical.
I think we were all heady with Kiss back during Love Gun.
Shut up.
Do you mind if I?
You start siding with him. That phone rings faster.
you might have to leave at any moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At any given moment. I'm always on call. Hollywood could be calling any given moment.
Hollywood has Jimmy's number. You don't
Yes.
know.
Hollywood. May I ask
Get going.
which of the iconic Kiss roles did you take
Well,
on?
my favorite is Paul Stanley. That's my favorite. But
Okay, Star Child.
Is that right? That's my Kevin Cronin slash.
I recognize
Paul
your Kevin
Stanley.
Cronin. Nate.
My son does a great Paul Stanley impression, but he's my favorite. But that makeup's not fun to do, so I probably would put on the kitty cat, or maybe the demon or Space Ace.
And where would you go?
What's that?
Where would you go with the makeup on?
I'd go to the other room and show my mom. She'd go, great. And then I'd go to the other room and take it off. Didn't we all do that? You're like, hey, I'm Kiss. And you go, let's put on a little concert. Then you lip sync a song. Your parents tolerate it. And then you walk
that's
out.
adorable.
Yes.
That's great. I think that's great.
Yeah, we would do
Has
that.
your son put on the makeup yet?
Boy, no, I don't think he has. No. He has dressed
I
up.
think for this final show, you two should go in makeup.
Oh, no. I can't.
I believe
I
they
can't
have.
do that.
I know they
Do
have.
a lot of people do that?
They have.
They do.
Oh, they have some
Oh,
sort
yeah, a
of
lot of
plastic
people do.
applique you can put on your face.
And then you,
For
like
the-
a stencil?
Yeah, and the NFL teams have this that you can you look like it's just a sticker basically for your face, and it just adheres to every. Yeah,
I'm not doing
And
that.
Yeah, it's easy
I'm
to peel off and
Yeah, and it's easy to take off. I think Kiss has the same thing, probably. Knowing
okay.
Gene,
Well, of course they do.
I'm
Yeah,
sure he's.
right?
Let me look that up
For $12.
All right.
Yeah.
I was thinking about just putting a bowling ball on my head. Anybody got anyone?
I got one.
Oh,
You got
go.
both?
Let's talk
$1,000.
it off the air then.
What's
That sounds
happening?
great.
$1,000
All right,
for my
good.
bowling balls. Well, this is fascinating. Talk a little bit of Kiss talk. But yeah, Ace and I were going to go to the final tour this summer, and then I had an issue with something, so I couldn't make it.
Why don't you guys go to the last show, the one in New York? Was that in 2021?
that'll be
21.
big.
Is it
Yeah.
Madison Square Garden?
They haven't announced the venue yet.
They have not announced the venue, but
The
it's,
last Kiss show, Tom.
go to that one.
What a story! Yeah,
I'll go to New
on
York
the
for that.
exact opposite part of the country.
I'd go to New York for that. I go to New York. I've been on more than an occasion for lots of different things.
Get us a couple of rooms at the Four Seasons.
There we go. Right,
you
do it
know
up
where
right.
you know where New York is, right?
Yeah, I've been there. I know a nice place to stay. Ace. A little more low key. Down in Tribeca.
I don't think he stays anywhere but a Four Seasons. He
That's
said
right.
that before.
Well,
What's the
actually, now that I think about it, maybe you should stay there. I'll stay on my We have
Is there a reason that Ace can't stay where you normally?
He wants to be
boy.
closer to the venue. My place is far away.
We don't know the venue.
We have. That's a good point. Okay, Christy Lee is
Yo.
at her post. Let's squeeze a news story in here that you think Mr. Pardo might find fascinating.
I don't know if he'll
Well, I
find
can.
it
I can give this a slight intro here. Jimmy, great head of hair, high and tight, as you know.
Thank you. Off the collar.
What story did I pull?
You have just a hint of the gray hair. Just a.
Oh, you're not. There's more than a hint, but I'll take it.
Now, listen to this.
In fact, can I just say this very quickly? And I
Yes.
apologize for stepping on the news.
No, you're cool.
But it plays into what Tom just said. I went to see a motion picture last evening.
Yes.
Oh.
And I went to see The Gentleman.
And did you
Oh,
like
yeah,
it?
of course. Yeah.
I did, but it's not great.
Okay.
But the young man, and this is the very first time this has happened. I said one for the Gentleman, and he said, "Great. Are you a senior?"
Oh.
And I said, "Now, if you're looking for whose brains are splattered against the wall in the theater, that'll be me."
You're not taking.
I said, "How old do you think I am?" And
Getting older?
he goes, "I don't know, anywhere between 40 and 70." And I went, "Okay, then I'm a senior. If that's what qualifies."
You 40 is the senior ticket?
No.
I don't know if this guy knew how to do his job. All I know is that he offended me, and it was hurtful. It was the first time, and I just like.
So did you take advantage of the senior discount?
Is there a
damn right I
discount?
Okay.
Is there a discount for?
Seniors? Yeah.
$3.50 last night was the
Yeah.
discount.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I certainly qualify. Well, we all,
I think
all
we
do,
all.
except
I think it's.
If it's 40, we all do.
Yeah.
Well, Pat,
I'm
not in
37.
Hollywood
Godwin's
years.
37. Yeah, we all know
It's
it.
not. I think it's 55, maybe.
Is it double nickel, Hagar?
Maybe.
Okay. Thank you.
Can't drive it.
Nope.
Nope.
Can't.
Well,
Can't. Won't do it.
Just
Tries to, can't.
just the teaser on the gray hair thing.
Stress may make you go gray faster.
Is that right?
Maybe.
Well, that explains a lot over here. I can tell you that.
And again, I just have a touch of it.
Okay. Well,
You must
I got a little
really be
Grateful Dead up
stressed
there.
out.
do you want me to start naming names? Yeah, my hair went from sandy blonde to white in about,
I can tell you what year that was.
about 3 hospital visits ago.
Okay, when you buy tickets for a movie theater, how stupid am I? I know you don't have time to answer. It says adult, child, senior right here.
Right.
And I obviously
You've never seen that
qualify for senior. No, I just never noticed. I always hit adult.
Is it 40, really?
No. It's
Probably depends what theater,
I think
right?
it's 60.
you save like $3
Yeah.
if you're a senior. Yeah.
So
And then
would you do that?
You hit the age policy. Hang on a
What
second.
age policy?
Let me get my glasses.
Okay, well, look, while you do that, while you do your research,
Senior tickets are valid for adults 60 plus.
I'm sure it depends what theater chain you're going
Bingo.
to. When we
Oh,
come back, we'll
God.
find out what this gray hair means. And we have Talking Mummies and comedian Jimmy Pardo. We're going to be joined by Finland's own Ismo. Coming up next, this is the Bob and Tom Show. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for joining us.
Beer 30.
The man in black is Ace Cosby.
Hello, friends.
And we mean all black.
Oh my God!
What the?
What is that?
Ever since Chick found out he was 3%
I'm
Nigerian.
3% Nigerian.
After sending a sperm sample to 23andMe.
Oh, is he cool with it?
It's cool. Yeah.
brother.
He's
my dirty.
He's his dirty. Joining us in the studio, it's our first time meeting. He is comedian Ismo, a man with a Finnish blood stem to stern, probably. I don't know. Maybe there's a little
He
Nigerian.
reminds me of a conductor for a symphony orchestra a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Ismo, you're from Finland, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Love the accent already.
Hello there. He's from Finland.
I think that's Sweden.
That's Sweden.
Is this Ismo or am I maybe Chick? Hello.
Also in the studio, one of my very favorite comedians, one of the best live acts I've ever seen. It's Mr. Jimmy Pardo.
Hello, standard voice.
Thank you very much. Christy Lee's right there with her new haircut. Looks good,
Hola.
Christy.
Thank you.
It'll be better on Monday.
You're not happy with it?
No, my bangs are too short.
Let me see.
Way
Look
too
at me.
short. Hey, you know
No,
what?
they look fine.
Let's
That's great.
stop. You know what? At this point in our careers with each other, how long have we been here? What, 30-some
47
years?
years.
Yeah.
Why don't we just start being honest with you? Yes, Christy, your hair's
You know
too
what?
short.
It's compliment
But
day. Thank you.
It will be longer soon.
will
I
be.
think
It's
it looks
okay.
fine. I've only been here 3 minutes or whatever I've been here.
Christy,
is
I've been doing it 30
it
years.
looks
You've been
having
coming
the
here
short.
30
It
years.
looks very French.
Does it?
Yes. It
You know what? Yes. Remember me? I'm being honest.
Yes.
It does look
Okay.
Frenchish.
It
That's
looks.
better.
It looks very occupied France, 1942.
Perhaps maybe smudge some dirt on yourself. You're
Some
hiding somewhere.
suspicion that
under
you're
a-
sleeping with a German. Something like that.
No, not a German. American. I hide Americans.
Okay.
There's
There's Pat Godwin. Okay, we're all here. Is Josh back yet?
I don't think so.
Okay, good. I don't want to confuse our guest.
on TV right now.
Hey, Ismo, how are you?
Hey, good. I was just thinking, why is it called a bang?
Bangs.
Bangs.
Ba-
I
bangs.
don't know.
It's an American or English
Okay.
expression.
Okay.
Do they call it bangs in England as well?
England.
He's from Finland.
Yeah.
He's
No,
from
I
Finland.
I know, but I'm saying is the
Yeah, I understand. Like, yeah, because like
No.
there's
See, he has
English,
somewhat of an accent. I told you he would.
he sounds nothing like that.
It's a little bit.
This is going to go well.
I don't know. I don't know if they call bangs bangs in England.
Do you
That's a
work
fair
for
question.
Chase Customer Service? That's who he sounds like. We understand your problem, Mr. McGee. Hang on a second.
Now, I have a couple quick questions for you. I don't know much about Finland, but I do know one thing, and you may know this, Mr. Pardo.
Yeah.
Finland is famous for what type of music?
Well, they like the kind of the AOR classic rock sort of thing.
No.
Heavy metal.
Yeah.
Christy Lee is right.
Heavy metal.
I guess classic rock. Yeah. Oh, God.
Finland is.
I literally have never wanted to punch you more in my entire life. You pedantic a-hole.
That's covered a lot of ground.
God.
I consider it pedastic.
You mean like Guar and bands like that? Just heavy metal.
They are famous for being heavy metal is the most popular art form in Finland. Am I right about this?
Like I don't know if it's the most popular art form, but it's.
You want to
but
say yes? You're
it's-
right, Tom.
It's. I think Finland has the most metal bands per capita in the world, or
that's the
something.
thing.
So yeah.
You're right. He does sound like that.
I told you he would.
Now your English is pretty good.
Thanks. I'm working on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, good.
How long have you been here in the States, Ismo?
4 years. 4 years.
That's
And,
good, then.
Yeah, I keep learning new stuff all the time.
Like when you learn
Can you give me an example, Ismo?
Okay, this is a word I recently learned. I think this is my favorite word here
Okay,
so far.
okay,
I didn't know this until recently. The meaning of the word is it means that you have now poured enough coffee into my cup. That's the meaning, and it goes like. Did you know that? I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that.
Oh, you're learning all the time.
I've been here all my life. I think I'd like to. I think I'd like to try that.
Is that the same in England?
I think I'd like to.
Or is it for tea?
Okay.
I think you have to hold your hand up to do it.
You can't see.
There's
for
a
the
visual
monitors,
component.
but yeah.
Okay. So Ismo, how'd you end up coming over here? How'd that work?
Well, I was doing comedy mostly in Finnish in Finland, which is the language of Finland.
Of course.
And I was doing that, and then I went actually to the UK. I did lots of English stuff in the UK. I started English there like 10 years ago, and then 4 years ago I suddenly moved here. I did a competition at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood, and I won it. And then I kind of then everybody said that you should move here, and I was like, okay.
Is it easy to move here from Finland?
No, no, lots of paperwork and
Okay.
stuff.
All right, cool. Now, do you ski?
Ski.
Not in LA. Well, I guess there's mountains. But like I used to snowboard a lot. Like when
I'm sorry, that's a shame.
Before like comedy. Like then I used to do lots of stuff before I started comedy. But then
Like
then
out of
when
life?
Yeah, I did like martial arts and snowboarding and reading and like I did lots of. But then when I started comedy,
Is Finland the place that used to have the competition to see who could stay in the sauna the longest?
Yeah, we used to have that.
And then a couple guys died doing it a couple years ago?
Yeah, one guy died and one went into a coma for 6 months.
Oh, geez.
So that was a hot sauna.
When he woke up, did he go, ta-da?
Yeah.
Or won his medal.
Yeah. He's a winner.
Well, actually, he didn't even win. That's the irony that the guy who came third won because the rule says you have to walk out from the sauna. So even in a coma. So
But it's my understanding that competition is no longer allowed.
I think they had to cancel it. I made a song about it though.
Did you?
And it's like a really funny but really kind of dark but silly.
Can we hear it?
Can you do it a cappella?
It's in Finnish. It's on
Well,
on
can you
YouTube.
just sing a little bit of it?
Give us a taste.
No, it's the wrong language. No. I should put that word in it. That'd be great.
Okay.
But yeah.
I don't know what Finnish sounds like. Can you just sing a little bit of it seriously? Go ahead. We're not going to mock you.
You want some piano?
That's nice. Yeah. Vesihöyryä. In Finland you roll R, so that's why.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Vesihöyryä henkeni vetää. That's the first line.
Oh.
Vesi holder hingenbelega?
Yeah, that's pretty close. So, but it's
What does that mean?
It's like inhaling steam. It's
I like everything.
okay.
Ismo, this
it's
is good
just,
stuff. I'm
yeah.
loving this.
But
And
that's-
isn't Finland the most depressed country in the world? Is that right?
What do you mean?
A lot of
Psychologically?
no, a lot of depression.
I think it's pretty. Yeah, it's one of the top ones.
Yeah, sad. Very it's a race of sad people.
Glad you brought
Also,
that up.
But officially, Finland is the happiest country in the world now.
Oh, it is
This
now?
year and last year.
Oh, okay.
Or last year and the previous year.
See, they've done a lot of work.
So,
There
but
you go.
it's. I think both of the statistics are correct. So
Okay.
that's a mystery.
The world's happiest country apparently is Finland. He's right.
Yeah, that's the official. But they actually in that study they don't measure happiness. They don't measure smiling. They just measure things like gross domestic product and stuff like that. So
Well, welcome to America. Glad to have you here. Hope you're having fun. Once again, Ismo is our guest. He is a stand-up comedian, and it's got to be tough. Let me ask you something. Are there any jokes that you do that you used to do in Finnish that actually translate and are still funny in English?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, that's interesting.
Plenty, yeah. Some like I do lots of language stuff because like English it's weird for me, and so most of the language stuff is language specific, like obviously because like if you're wondering about the English language or Finnish, but lots of the other stuff translates though, and some even the language stuff sometimes.
Okay, it's weird.
Watch the entire show live or on demand with the Bob and Tom VIP All Access Pass. Listen live with the Bob and Tom app and make sure to visit bobandtomstore.com. Tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.